Oh, hello, potato. How you doing? Today we're going to do a painting, a late birthday painting for Octavia. I'm gonna paint a yellow octopus with purple rings. I think she painted that herself, but I think it's like the blue ringed octopus, so I'll do something like that. Sounds fun, yeah. And I had this for a while, like just sitting around because I like to color the canvases with paint instead of throwing it away or letting it dry up and stuff. That was before I made a wet palette though. Now I have a wet palette and I don't know if it's actually saving. Well, yeah, it is saving paint, but it's also still wasting some paint. I think this one needs a little water. This is a wet palette. It's still wet. It's good. Basically, you cover this up and you just leave your paint in there and it'll stay wet for weeks. Thing is that it'll become more liquidy. So that's the drawback. Yeah. It's a parchment paper on top of a couple wet oops, a couple wet sheets of towel paper. So you just need to keep the towel paper wet and eventually replace the parchment paper. It can't be wax paper because wax paper is water resistant and it won't let the water through. This I can probably put this in the here. Maybe I can use the bigger brush. So now I need to find the yellows that I'm gonna use. Could probably mix them too, but this one could be used. It's a little bright, but I guess I could use it for the top where the light is gonna be coming from. Yeah, I think it makes most sense like this. Actually, I have no idea. It could work either way, I guess, because sunlight could be coming through here and going down that way. Looks like the brown part is like a walkway for the greenish part is like a grass and the blue sky. Yeah, I can see that like here. I don't know if we can have a octopus walking around. That would be kind of funny, but let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna find a reference now. Blue ringed octopus. Oh, it's so small. Have you ever played Tiles 3? Nope, I don't know what that is. Let me check what it is. Tiles 3. Oh, it's a phone game, mobile game, piano game. Does it teach you how to play music? Yep, that's cool. Have you been? What songs have you been? Oh no, but it helps with typing. Oh, never mind. I feel like it's better to do this widescreen. Yeah, it's like a piano game. There's some crazy octopuses that I could try to draw, but I think this one is probably um a good enough start. So yeah, all right, let's stick with that. I'm probably not gonna fit the whole body of it in anyway, so start like this and get some more yellows. Oxide yellow. What does that look like? It's like a mustardy kind of dark. This is a very desaturated one. I can keep that 2. So I guess we'll use this one for the base tone, the oxide yellow. What else do we have? Yellow ochre, my favorite yellow. can also use that. Lemon, lemon yellow, because that's like highlighter yellow. So we can use that for the very bright parts instead of like white. The rings, I guess I could use cobalt blue and mauve, Prussian blue maybe. Yeah, I think I could use this. It looks darker than it actually dries, so cool. I have all my colors. What the heck? Oh, that was part of the song that I was listening to. All right, so first let's change the tone of the um. This part should be darker, and this part should be lighter, like more bright and vibrant. To make this part more vibrant, I guess I'll use this. It's kind of semi-transparent though, but we'll see how it works. Alright, so first I'll do the yellow because when I put purple, blue on this brush, it's not gonna, it'll dirty up the yellow, so I should do that first. I think I could just go ahead and Yeah, it's gonna dry a little bit lighter and less vibrant than it looks right now, but that's okay. I guess I could just use the rest of it to roughly indicate where the octopus is gonna be. Let's just draw the tentacles coming out of some miscellaneous area. Have you been watching any anime? I haven't watched anime in years. Not because I'm not interested in anything. It's just I didn't have the time for it. I've been downloading them though and keeping them on a on a hard drive so that one day when I have time I can just binge watch. I've seen clips from a lot of anime that I really want to watch, like Free Run. I really want to watch it, but I don't have the time. I could technically just put it on while I'm working, but I don't like watching things like that because I don't really like engage with it, if you know what I mean. It just kind of becomes background noise, and then I don't really. It feels like I'm not watching it properly, I guess. Yeah. What have you been watching besides your yaoi? Been way from me to you. My Hero Academia. Oh, so you've been. That's mainly what you've been watching. Anything else, or anything like niche or lesser known, or maybe older? They have a new Demon Slayer. Uh, with I thought it was done. Like the season was over, or they're still not releasing that yet. I guess. Naruto. Oh, that's pretty old. These are mainstream though. Um, well, sticking with the mainstream ones. Have you seen Full Metal Brotherhood? Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. That's one that I think everyone should watch if they like anime. Never heard of it. It's one of the greatest. It used to be yeah, huge. But that was before anime, I guess, became more mainstream. Oh, I'm not old, so okay, okay. I'm trying to think of ones that are like for your age, because some other ones were also like really really big. Um, I guess they're considered not age appropriate anymore. But like back in the day, we would just watch them anyways. We didn't care about that back then. We chose a really early time to stream, can't stick around at all, so just gonna say good luck on the paintings. Yep, have a good one. So maybe I'll see you, maybe I won't. We'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I need 4 more. overtop this one. So Hmm. Yo, did someone order a fucking pizza? I wish I could have pizza right now. What's up, man? It was raining like hell, and I said, fuck it, and get sick leave for 2 days. Nice. I guess it's that season for you guys. Did you get the character? No. I'm just saying that I want her because I've been playing like the event and stuff like that, so you gotta play with her a little bit, and like I really like her gameplay a lot. I think they should complicate a lot of the other characters, the gameplay, and give them some more combos too. because clearly it's possible, you know. Like I know with Anby, well, with Nicole, we know about uh, her variations on her special. Anby also has different ways of doing her electric combos. With the next update, hopefully it'll be some really Genshin Wombo combos. What do you mean? Genshin doesn't have team combos as far as I remember. Unless they added that in the new update. I don't know. Some characters with boosting. Oh, that's not what I was talking about. Yeah, so that would be like just a normal thing, right? But when I was talking about the combos, I'm talking about like actual combos. So one character activates their ult and they're doing their ult, but you're able to switch to the other character. Um, and then when you activate that character that you switch to's ult, they they both do their ult together. So you have two characters on the screen doing ult at the same time. Wuwa has that right now, or they're going.
Care package on the way.
And Xanlas is rumored to be adding that as well. Hey Raga, how you doing? I'm early because I have some various paintings to work on. So like something out of Marvel vs. Cap. I actually don't know what that game is, like how it plays, but maybe I guess something like that. It's just not gonna be only the stat boosts, basically. So the stat boosts, yeah, that's gonna be there, but in Wuwa, for example, when you activate one character and you activate the other character by switching to them and doing their ult, the screen actually shows both of their faces in like a split thing. So it's like it looks kind of like a fighting game. Yeah, a Street Fighter would probably be a better example. Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, and I'm excited about that because that's gonna really push the gameplay higher up on like aesthetic slash fun. Especially if they have like characters that are from the same team, maybe they interact with each other somehow or say something. What's your pose at the moment then? I tell you, um I told you before, right? Like I fire them off as soon as I get 10. I never save them. I just fire them off. Can't remember what like the pity or whatever is. I think it's maybe on the characters it's a lot of wishes that I would have to go through if I wanted to get the guarantee. Yeah, you did say, yeah. Yeah, so if I want to get the guarantee, I think it's like 60 on the character banner at least. And if I wanted to uh get the weapon, I can't remember how much pulls it is right now, but basically I'm 50-50 on weapon. So I'm playing on the weapon to see if I get the 50-50. If I don't get the 50-50, then I will start saving for Fox Girl. But if I get the 50-50, then I will go all in on trying to get Office Woman. Meanwhile, me sitting with 150 plus pulls. Yeah, I do not save. I go. all in on every every waifu that I like the look of and the gameplay, which is most of them. Actually, yeah, most of them. I think Grace should have a little bit more different gameplay, something to do more with robots and stuff. Preying on your downfall, but you may be stepping into it yourself there, bud. What for pulling for every waifu or something else? Thought getting office chick would come first, then oh that. No, like I always pull with the guarantees, right? So whenever I'm not on a guarantee for a character, I just pull and see if I get the character that I want. If I don't get the character, then I'm guaranteed on that weapon banner for the next character that I want. Because I have to save up on wishes, right? So I'm not going to try to pull for that character unless I know that I'm going to get the weapon as well. So I'm gambling to see if I get the 50-50 on the weapon. If I get the 50-50 on the weapon, that means I'll have enough wishes to actually try to get the character as well. That's only 1 week though, so realistically, I would probably be able to shoot 20. So 2 more 10 pulls. So in all likelihood, I'm not going to be getting um, the character and the weapon. Unless I get like super lucky, which is not very not very likely right now. Let me see what my reference says this thing is supposed to look like here. Okay, so this part should be a little bit more blended in. We're doing okay right now in capturing the watery texture. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. One more leg. Where does the last leg go? Probably like here, right? Or it could just be like somewhere. Like we don't see it. Yeah, I'll leave it unseen. Oh shit, I forgot to do this. I guess I'll just do it anyways. Hello, the happy. How you doing? Cool painting as always. Thank you. Might as well work on this one a little bit while this kind of dries out. Yeah, this is a blue ringed octopus for Octavia's birthday. It's a viewer painting. Like the colors blue and yellow are your favorite. Oh, yeah, it's a great combination too. Lots of contrast. The highest contrast between them is purple yellow, but yeah, there will be some purple too. I'll put the pattern on after. You and your friends theme. That's nice. I need to figure out what I'm doing here. I think I'll add like a wing. Oh, wait a minute. I should do this. So you haven't checked out your stream? Well, I'm good. I've been painting a lot more and doing some commission stuff like that. Oh, Octavia, it's the octopus girl. Yeah, we're working on that late birthday present, but that's fine. And while it's kind of drying, I'm gonna work on this a little bit. Better late than never. Yeah.
Care package on the way.
Yeah, I should probably drink. But yeah, how are you, Lahapi? How are you? How have you been? You painted the background before the character? So you paint the background for, yeah. So base tones, which is like just a basic color. So for the character, it's gonna be like, oh, it's kind of wet. For the character, it's gonna be gray, and then for the background, I'm just gonna go with the black, and then on top of that, like when you've kind of settled, then you start to do details. There's different ways of doing it too. This is just my way, and for different paintings, it will change. Like alla prima is a technique where you paint all of the colors on one layer. So you have to be very good at mixing colors, and it's probably best to do that with like oil paints. But this is acrylic, so with acrylic you can do layers, um, way more, way easier than the other mediums. So it's best to play to the strength of each medium. I'm gonna use whatever's on my palette. Actually, I'm not gonna try to find a special thing here. Let's just see what happens with that, I guess. Wish I could paint. I always mess it up. Uh, or like have the patience to paint. Been writing a lot like stories. Mental block is finally gone. That's good. Yeah, I prefer writing too, honestly, because you can get the ideas out a lot faster. Do you write? Yeah. Um, my goal is to do uh like graphic novels, stuff like that. Um, I initially started drawing because I wanted to make the art myself because I didn't feel comfortable sharing the stories with an artist for them to like interpret it because I felt like it's always going to like not be exactly what I sort of envisioned. So that's why I started learning how to do art for like it's like 10 years ago or something. Oh, me too. I used to make storybooks in my childhood. Well, that's sick. So you want to make like comics, manga, something like that, graphic novels, that kind of thing. Too lazy for that. It's either write or draw. Oh, understandable. Writing it's on its own is um, it's like a contained way of telling a story. All these different mediums, right? There's pluses and minuses, or I guess just the limits of the craft. Like when you write, everything that kind of takes place utilizes the imagination of the reader, right? Which can be limited to the reader. It can be um, a more personal experience because you're pulling from their own visual library and their experiences and stuff like that. So you have to be careful with the words you use and all that stuff. Dries off way too quickly. Or I'm just slow. It's okay if it melts a little bit. That will actually might add an aesthetic to it. I'm actually proud that I finished manuscript in a week. Damn, that's pretty fast. Would you? It would take usually it would take months to finish. Now I have to polish it. Yeah, yeah. You write in a program specifically, or do you just use any word processor? There's a free program called Quell, and it's pretty good for world building. It's very customizable if you're into like world building stuff. I think it's called Quell Writer. And then there's another way of telling your stories where you can use another free program called Twine. It's pretty easy to learn, but that's just something else for the future, I guess. Here's fantasy inspired by Narnia. That's pretty cool. C.S. Lewis. Quell? Yeah, I think that's spelled correctly. Um, Quell Writer. I think if you punch that into Google, you'll find it. Quell Writer. Yeah, I found it. Quoll, sorry, Quoll. So Quoll. I don't know why Quell was what I remembered. Yeah, so there's a check here. Yeah, so it's for everything. Windows and Mac and whatever. Well, yeah, I'm using it to build one of the worlds that I'm working on. It's been pretty helpful. But yeah, there's a lot of programs that you could use besides that too. Like there's Atom, which is like a coding program, but you could technically use it to organize a lot of lore documents and have them all interact with each other, or not interact, have them all be organized in relation to each other. You can use Twine to build um, timelines and stuff like that, or character maps about how characters know each other and stuff. Appreciate the Rex. Yeah, hopefully it's helpful because it's taken me years to find all of those, and I wish I had known of them sooner. all free, which is like, why not try it kind of thing, right? And there's the fancy programs that you can acquire by means Octopus Attack. There's the fancy ones that you can acquire by means of piracy, like Final Draft. Um, and then there's a few other ones. Like there's Inky. I don't really know what I'm gonna do with that one, but that's another free one. It's real helpful. Yeah, yeah, and it's like it might take like a little bit to like figure out, but once you have it organized, then you can just smooth sailing from there. What happens if I do this? Oh, okay. That was a bit much. Probably just throw it into this body here too because what do you plan on painting? Is that a guy? Yeah, this is gonna be a guy, the rare dude that I paint. I don't really paint dudes much, but I already made the arm like this, so I guess he'll be a guy. And it's kind of canon, I guess, with angels, because they're all dudes anyways. But usually I paint women, that's a wing, but thought it was a mountain. Oh no, I'm doing a bad job then. Well, it's preliminary stage, so yeah, it's the base tone. I'm gonna go over it and do like stuff like this to feather the whole thing. Stuff like that. And then I have to put the hair too though. But what I need before the hair is kind of to figure out the face. So let's do that first. So the face can be in shadow. Ear won't matter. The hair's gonna cover that, so no worries there. Oh, save? Yeah, that's true. I should have. I only have one picture of this because you weren't there to remind me. But um, let's get this one. Some bold strokes. It would take me hours of staring, then minutes to paint, and then stare at it again. Yeah. Yeah, if you're gonna make a mistake, make it early. Is one of the things that they say, I guess. So something that I have to keep in mind too. It's not like it comes naturally, because I'm one of those ultra perfectionisty people. Sorry, brain was shaking. No, that's okay. That's okay. All right, so I'll do the arm too, and then I'll start to do the actual um, hair and stuff. I'm gonna dry it up again. Start to have a mentality of a perfectionist and motivation of a sloth. Something that I've been like trying to do more consistently to hit something off screen, but something I've been trying to do to manage like the motivation thing is use apps to like time managing apps and like checklists and stuff like that. Um, for commissions especially, I use like Trello to keep me on task because like then I don't have to think. I just know, oh, I have to do this, and then you go do this. You don't have to like have that mental wind up. You kind of have everything arranged and you have the dates and stuff. Like I feel like in school we used an agenda to keep track of everything, and then after we built that habit, we just kind of stopped, and then we feel drifting and not knowing what we're supposed to be doing with our time. So I've been trying to use time management apps to help me with that. with mixed success, but there is an attempt. So hopefully, hopefully I can figure it out. Looks really creepy right now, the painting. I did too, but I stopped doing it in just less than a week. Yeah, it becomes something else you have to keep up with, right? Like you have to make the list. You have to um, keep planning your weeks every week, I guess. Looks ethereal for you. That's something that the okay. So I threw my art into ChatGPT to get critiques. I'm gonna share the results of that eventually, but it keeps telling me that the paintings that I do are dreamlike. So I wonder if that's just gonna be a characteristic that because it was actually pretty good with critiques. I was pretty surprised with the result. So I'm gonna try to apply some of the critiques that I gave and see if I can improve certain aspects. Because I think it was saying something about uh, texture control that I need to work on. Because if the whole painting looks very smooth, um, you're missing out on, I guess, having a more textured area, which is gonna draw focus. So, like for example, if I were to take like um, a palette knife and after I drew the hair on him, if I were to take a palette knife and scrape on the highlights so they're kind of really sharp instead of smoothly blended in, it would draw attention to that area more. So perhaps that's something that I can apply. Yeah, it can be surprising. One time it made me question its existence because the responses are too realistic. Yeah, it's getting there.
Care package on the way.
One more step to AI waifus. You can finally buy 2B if you know who that is. Wait a minute. Let me check something here. Okay, I'm gonna open my Discord and I want to see something. Oh, okay, so I guess it's updating. Okay, so we can have the hair kind of like fall over the face a little bit to go along with this sort of, I guess, depressive looking thing here. And I can sweep this way. Don't want it to be too wet looking, but so I'll give it like volume on the outside. Okay, so let me think of this. This is gonna be the hair going down. Okay, so it has to be in front, I think, because like these would be coming, I guess, from more the center of the back. So these can come down like this. Hmm. Okay, so I'll close that. Okay, I'm back. For some reason, Lahapi, I feel like I've spoken to you on Discord. But I'm not sure. That's why I went to check. I have a bad memory, so if I did or didn't, I don't know. So angelic but eerie at the same time. Yeah. This could be an interesting way of doing the lighting. Hold on. What I'm trying to set up is maybe like a bluish green zone down here, and it will blast light upwards, like coming this way. That could be an interesting lighting situation. Where's the light coming from? Um, oh, above? I actually don't know yet. I was thinking of multiple options, but now I'm not sure. Um, I guess we'll figure that out. It'd be dual lighting too, now that I think about it. So you see the texture over here? You probably don't. Actually, it's kind of small on the screen now that I look at it. But basically, the the AI wants me to do more of that in places where I want the focus to go. Wow. Does it just mean my comment pops out too late? I don't know, maybe. um, I guess it's appearing on the screen. There's a delay or something. Could be. My setup is pretty scuffed, so. My lazy ass would just put a toga or some clothes below his arm and hips or some, so I don't have to draw the whole thing. You know, I just thought of something. Um, yeah, so like over here, I was just gonna let it melt into like the darkness, but since you mentioned like cloth, I wanted to kind of like study cloth, so maybe I'll add cloth or something. Hmm. Dark eyes make it more creepy, like giving a dreadful expression. Yeah, I'm thinking of keeping it like that. Give it a weeping angels kind of vibe. I was doing research today about uh what's it called? Varnish versus gloss medium versus resin because I'm looking at options to preserve certain paintings and enhance them after you're done painting them. And long story short, resin wins hands down. Basically, I was looking at price points, application process, versatility of the material, the utility of the material. Resin is like UV, deeper gloss to enhance colors, has abrasive and elemental resistance. So I'm gonna go with the resin. And it's cheaper, so can't go wrong. Beautiful art, my brother. Greetings from Brazil. Thank you. Real, I see a lot of artists using resin. I didn't see a lot of artists using resin. That's why I wasn't sure, and I had to do the research. But there, there are plenty that do, and they're pretty. Um, they're correct on like all fronts because it's so much better. Varnish has like a little bit of a sticky problem, and you have to like clean it every now and then and whatever. Um, Gloss medium doesn't really offer protection. With resin, you can even like mix it with what's it called? Glitter if you want, or other like maybe an ink to like dye the resin, and you can get like a screen effect. But yeah, let me bring the other thing that I'm talking about so you can kind of see. This one, let me actually zoom in. think varnish for making the color more vibrant. I don't know. Varnishes, it can. It depends on the varnish because there's matte, uh, satin, or gloss varnish. Gloss is the one that makes the colors more vibrant. Satin is like in between, and then matte is flat. Uh, perk of matte, perk of matte. The perks of using matte is you can view it from any angle, I guess. But why would you want to? You want to view it head on, right? To get the perspective right. Can you guys see that on stream, the sparkles, or I guess you can't, or just barely, I guess. Yeah, just barely, but nothing like how it looks like in real life. Basically, in real life, it's really, really sparkly. I use a sparkle
Care
varnish
package on the way.
on top of a gloss spray. But the thing is that the gloss spray, it dries too thin. So you still see the texture of the canvas. And then the varnish that I put on top of the gloss spray, it leaves a rough texture, which means that dust is going to build up on this and it's going to dull the colors. So if I put resin on top and let it uh, harden even, it's like having glass, basically. So once the resin comes in, that's what I'll be doing to this, which was done for fun. If it works out on this, that means I can do it to this one. This one is for a client. I can't ship it out though because Canada Post is on strike. So they're going to be out, and I can't rely on Canada Post to get in because it will be delayed. Maybe they won't be home to pick it up, so I'll wait for them to come back home from their vacation and then I'll ship this out. Resin? No. Well, it's not as expensive as a varnish or gloss medium, so resin is just the better option. Say, bro, have you heard of an anime called Dan Da Dan? Yep, I've heard of it. I haven't watched it yet, but it looks good. So you live in Canada too? Yes. I was living in Florida a couple, well, 5 years probably at this point ago, but back in Canada. Watched that and was already confused though. Momo Dubier such as in there. Who's Momo? I didn't watch it. I don't know who the characters are. Should probably buy a huge tub of this color because it's running out so easily compared to the other colors. Or paint, white paint. It's the girl. The guy has the name of her favorite character, but she calls him something else. Oh, she doesn't want to. She doesn't want to give him that respect. Angel Wing reference. I'll just use sculpture as a reference. read the manga before it got popular, dropped immediately because it traumatized you. Oh dear. Have you read any Junji Ito? Oh no. It makes scary shit. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it's horror, right? So, but for me, it's more. I don't know how to describe it. Like soft horror. It's like disturbing. It's a the type of horror that doesn't scare you necessarily while you're reading it, but then uh, like you put the book down and you go to sleep, and then you have trouble sleeping, and then you start thinking about what you just read, and then you're stuck uh, in like kind of like creeped out state, I guess, for a while. Which for me is the best type of horror. The only horror movie I remember ever doing that to me was Sinister. If anyone has watched that. I need to calm those lips down. Hold on. Okay, I realized I don't watch horror anime. The closest I got was The Promised Neverland. Oh yeah, true. I guess that does have some. Well, the hair is correct. So far the hair is my favorite because it's already oh, it's not even detailed yet, buddy. I'm gonna be going back in there and drawing like every strand. We hardly got started with the hair yet. Yeah, so this is to give you an idea, I guess. Overall percentage of the painting is maybe 30% to completion by my standards. Like I know people probably like they'll feel like, oh, it's finished, and sometimes an unfinished state kind of has its own aesthetic too. But for me, uh, there's a certain level that I need to complete something before I feel like it's ready or it's done. Yeah, 30 is like tops. Because I'll give you a visual, I guess, to give you an idea. Hold on, let me quickly do this section at the bottom here. Okay, so um yeah, okay, so I'll spray it again because it'll show easier. So there's barely paint on the canvas because you can still see the canvas texture, which is there to like sort of have the paint graft onto. So there's quite a ways before I get the layers on it, and you can actually see paint strokes, like the texture for the paint strokes, I guess. Because right now it's a very watery kind of wash kind of stage. I freak, kind of had a freak for a second. The I'd started early, so the time spent was throwing me off. But let's go back to this one. Interesting. Do painters not like the texture? Do they want to cover all up with paint? It depends. I would say that most cases they don't like the texture because um, when I've submitted my work for critiques and stuff, a lot of the time people would uh, mention that they think that I should use more paint or I shouldn't be so conservative with how much I'm using because um, specifically for acrylic and oil, the canvas is designed to like grab onto the paint and stuff like that. If it was like on paper, then it wouldn't matter as much at least because the paper's already flat. And there are techniques too to fill in these the cells. You can use gesso and then take like a flat like a Not this, but something like this. And you basically take the gesso, which is like think of think of a bunch of white paint. Basically, that's what gesso is. And you just scrape it so you get a flat kind of coat. You let that dry and then you paint on top of it. So it's like painting on paper, the level of smoothness that you get from it if you do that. But I don't have gesso, so yeah, it's a technique that some artists use. I think there's probably tutorials on YouTube and stuff too. But yeah. Um okay, so I need to make this one more pale in certain areas and I need to darken like under it because the light is too yellow. I have to make that less yellow on it as well. I have to make it a little yellow. I can probably push the shadows to orange-ish, and then I should add purple below it. I probably will do that first, actually. Let me clean my brushes off. Clean, clean. On the seafloor, I actually have no idea. Like, I was thinking that he's just floating in water, and then that's the surface of the water that is kind of causing those like sunlight ripple kind of effects. But what I have to do to reinforce that is to get the horizon, like maybe around here, and then start to darken it basically. So maybe like that. Ideally, I would have done this before I started painting, but it is what it is. Yeah, yeah. That's the intent at least. But I still have to work the area to make it fully reflect that effect. Basically, we're gonna push this side and under the octopus to a dark. That will help it pop out. Oh, save. True. And drink, yeah.
Care package on the way.
Right now it looks like a lemon because it doesn't have the rings on it. Sour octopus. I think light streaks would help. Like coming down from the, yeah, that would work too. Um to help it look like it's the light source, right? Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that. Mostly things like that are safe for the end because they have to go over top stuff, right? So I can do light strokes, I can do bubbles as well. That will be something that gets done at the end. Oh, moron, you're back. Yeah, two paintings because well, I had this one kind of sitting around and I didn't really progress it, but decided to do it a little bit because thinking time between paintings, I can just do another painting within that time, so or start another painting, not finish. That will take a week. Okay, so I think this brush is losing hair. There's a couple here actually. Oh, yeah, it does. I see that. The octopus belated birthday gift? Yeah, that's what this one is. Maybe drew one, so I assume that these are maybe her favorite octopuses. No, I have to do a gift as well, yeah. Yay. It's more of a gift to me, but but I won't complain. Gives her points to Tarchi with requests whenever she gets one. Yeah. That'll be soon, I think. Probably around 50 points now, Octavia. Maybe more, actually. I don't know. Oh yeah, how have things been for everyone? From what they've shared, things have been pretty good, but maybe maybe Octavia's getting sleepy. I got sick and I still have to. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Moron. She's miserable. Happy birthday. Here's COVID. It's sick early, at least you'll have the immunity to be healthy through Christmas. Yeah, true. That's something that doesn't happen to me because I don't really see my family often. I'll go at Christmas and then I'll get sick like a motherfucker. And then yeah, it takes like a week before I'm back to normal. Same with you. All right, so now we have to blend in this part here, which I think will be greenish, I think. So let's try that. I realized what I thought it was missing. Any suction thing? No, I didn't put those yet. So the suction thingies are gonna be purplish blue, just like the um the rings that the octopus has and the eyes. So my plan was to do that when I'm doing the pattern and everything because then I can do all of that without having to mess the brush up with different colors and stuff. And then over top of that, I'll do the final like skin lighting. So yeah, paintings start off like quickly, but then they start to slow down a lot. So when I start a painting, it looks like I'm gonna really get it done really quickly, and it's everything's moving along fast, and um, then you actually have to switch your mode in your brain to well, I do have to switch it to like a focus mode, kind of like how in writing you can write your broad synopsis, uh, like your outline of your plot really quickly, but then you have to really craft the dialogue. You have to edit everything, become very analytical about each word to make sure that it has the implications that you want. Try to see if you can work in foreshadowing or red herrings, stuff like that. So I guess that would parallel the stage that I'm approaching. Why do you have weird symbols, Octavia? You have a no hearing symbol, then you have a no seeing symbol. What's going on? You don't know. Okay, so before waiting for it to dry, I'm gonna just go ahead and do it. Maybe I'll use the broad brush for this. I don't think I'll bother to wash that off. I'll just use it as is. Get a tiny hand fan to dry off painting. That's probably what that guy who painted that church roof did way back then. Probably a bunch of people, but Michelangelo's Sistine Chapel. I guess that's what the reference is. I think. Was it the Sistine? I think it was. I actually can't remember if it was that or another one. I do have a small fan, by the way. I think I probably already showed it. Doesn't really do much. This. Now's the dangerous part, though. Now is to see what the purple does to it. Wow, okay, so this thing is getting dry or something. I'm trying to pour out more purple, but the seal on it is no good. I don't know what that means, but it's a lot of hieroglyphics. I think maybe we're back. Okay, we're back. Hopefully that helped it, but don't know. Whoever can decipher it will win $1 million. You're up. You're up, moron. So first, I'm gonna go ahead and throw that on. When you add white or black or neutral colors to another color, it reduces the saturation. So that's what's gonna happen here. Unfortunately, there's some purple mixed in, but oh well. Okay, so a guy is gonna paint on someone who is on the computer, and it means equals the guy being happy, and when the computer guy yells at him, he's gonna shadow clone jutsu two copies while doing a cartwheel to get away, of course. Oh yeah, you're adding whites on the surface thing. Yeah, so that's what we're doing now. I guess that wasn't it. Oh shit. Whoops. That's an accident. But we'll run with it. I picked the wrong paint because my eyes are that bad. Yeah, I picked the wrong paint, but um, we can still make this work because even though it wasn't the color I was supposed to pick, it's still the same value, which is like black and on the black and white scale, how dark or how light a color is. So you can really use any color as long as it's the same value. It's me watching raping makes me happy. Then talking with someone about art, which makes me want to do a cartwheel. It's basically what I said though, so we can settle on you owing me 500,000. Yeah. Is $1 million of imagination. Be cool to see work with lots of worms. Yeah, I should probably do something like that. Um, I should have gave it more contrast. Yeah, it's kind of messy right now because I made a mistake when I did that, and I kind of have to throw the same color around for the rest of it too now to kind of like balance it out. Um, but that's not gonna take long, so it's okay. And it's gonna kind of get worked over anyway, so it's too harsh over here though. So I have to add the yellows and stuff. What do they call this? Happy little accident. If it works out. If it doesn't work out, then it's massive fuck up.
Care package on the way.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so let me take a drink and take a photo. Right now it looks kind of like a fruit or a flesh bag or something. Need to bring back the yellows.
You freaking pricks! When will you learn?
Delayed?
When will you learn?
Oh,
That
Kiwi
there
was
are
streaming.
consequences!
I didn't see. I didn't see the notification, Kiwi. What were you doing? Hello, Lebby. Hi, guys. I'm drawing stuff, painting stuff, as usual, I guess. What was Kiwi up to? Downloading quote right now? Yeah. If you have questions and stuff, you can just like ask me, but I'm pretty sure they have pretty good documentation. It's gonna expect it to take like a couple days for you to figure it out. Because it's a free technical custom built kind of program by writers. so it's not like a super user friendly, but it has good features. And it's designed to be versatile, so you can effectively customize it how you want to use it. And yeah. What happened to Kiwi? Is she went to take a shit or something? Overwatch happened. Oh, was she was she streaming it? That's kind of dangerous, isn't it? Sorry, it was opening Chrome. Okay. No, I was just asking what you were up to. I think Levy said you were playing Overwatch, and then I said, "Oh, isn't that kind of dangerous for you to be playing Overwatch or streaming Overwatch?" Only a couple slurs were tossed around, not the juicy ones though, and not done by you. See, this is something I hate about this brush. The paint keeps getting pushed into the thing, like into the middle of the brush, and it's inaccessible. Mostly because the brush is stiff as a rock, because I didn't take care of it. But I would like for I would like to have access to that paint, but I guess I'll do this to that. Fuck is that? Oh, the app looks fairly easy. That's good. That's good. It has features such as like, so say you're writing a bio or a character profile, and in the character profile you mention, oh, this character uses crimson blades or some shit, right? If you have another entry somewhere in the document or in the project about crimson blades, like, oh, these blades are made of blood or blah 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 inside of that, or like extra lore, um, and they're wielded by said character, they will link to each other. So you can have like sort of hyperlinks that are contained within the actual software, and that makes it easy to sort of like navigate to relevant pieces of your world building. Also, it's not a bug-free software, so you'll probably run into stuff. At least I did. Maybe the Windows one is a little more stable, hopefully, but yeah. Okay, I think he's yellow enough. Can probably start to do the actual rings, but I'm gonna let it dry off before I do that. Let's switch to the weeping angel thingy while that dries up. So you probably noticed that a lot of the intensity is gone, right? So that's what happens when the paint dries. That's why I have to let the paint dry before I start to work back onto the colors, because that's really the only way of knowing, unless you have like a lot of experience painting, which I don't. Intensities nuts. Okay. So instead of spraying the whole thing, I think I'm gonna take it piece by piece. It's still kind of cool and damp, anyways. So warped a little bit too. So I don't like that. Looking at wing references, it's like there's a larger area of plumage here, and then it goes up to here and goes like that, and then it just in general comes out. Okay. Well, they cheapen notification. Yeah, they have those. Forgot about those. I did turn them off, so. But yeah, I think it has like some time management tools and whatever else. Like if you have a quota to meet, I think it helps you track that. Helps you organize chapters, helps you document characters. It has tools too, like I guess kind of like analytically type of tools where um wait, I might be mixing up software. I don't know. No, for sure. I was gonna say it has tools that let you see how many times or how often a character is um featured in the story, which stories they're featured in, how often do they speak. Actually, that might be Final Draft. Never mind. I don't know if that one has it. Frick, it did it again, my heart. Yeah, you have to go into the settings to turn it off. Yeah. Save? Yeah. Let's save.
Care package on the way.
We got a save and we got a care package. Thank you, Octavia. I'll go for the 4th hour, and then that's my stamina for now. But I want to start streaming longer so I can get stuff actually done on stream or within a stream. Finally turned off after 3 consecutive heart attacks. Nice. The wing pile look majestic once it's done. Yeah, it's gonna look pretty good. I want to make sure that I don't detail too much of it, so it's mainly gonna be this area, and then once it gets down here, it's gonna get kind of blurry. Um, because I still want the focal point to be the head, right? So Oh, my back kills me. But it should grow longer as you go lower. Yeah, so it will technically speed up. Yeah, it'll grow longer and they'll kind of like fade into obscurity around here. Yeah, it's late. I think you're in the same time zone probably. 12:44. Okay, so 20 minutes left. I guess I should start to look at Twitch to see if there's anyone to raid because I'm not going to get much done in the last couple of minutes. 10 minutes or something. Um, Oh, so she's doing art. Let the ad play. When will help it from the stream? Probably just now. Like I feel like I'm, what do you call it? Out of action points. See, I'm just looking at it and assessing because I have like I don't want to get started on drawing the circles on this. That's gonna take me another hour probably, and I don't want to continue with this because I know that's gonna take me a while still. I can probably finish them on stream tomorrow or whenever I do it because I might have to do another thing tomorrow. Might have to do a commission thing. So yeah, there's no point in stalling. I can probably just check someone to raid here, see what they're doing. Mm. Oh my god. Another set of ads? Are you serious? Oh, hey, Blue. um, Definitely gonna be back for your stream? Yeah, we'll continue it. Hopefully you'll be there to see it finished. He's ending his stream. Yeah, I'm ending my stream, Blue. I'm gonna finish. I started both of these, and I got pretty far with them, so decent effort. I probably could have finished one if I stick to one, but they have drawing times and stuff, right? So I'll just send you guys to someone if I can find someone. What do you guys think of? Oh, yeah, this guy's cool, right? So let's go here. He's probably doing like hand drawn stuff. Just woke up. Okay. Well, let me get the raid ready. I think this guy's. Oh, wait a minute. He's been 4 hours on too, so he's probably gonna end soon. This is why it's kind of difficult to find people to raid after um or like in this time zone. I guess like the Europeans are just waking up, so they're not really gonna stream. Unless it's their like full time or something, or they're doing art. So yeah. We'll leave now. Want to know more about the app? Yep. Have a good one. Thanks for hanging out. Okay, it's still drawing. This one's dry enough to work on though. So what do you guys think? Do you have any pointers? Some things that look weird or anything like that? Because like they're at a stage where um basically details just have to get worked out. For this one, it supposed to be the octopus floating in water. I don't know. Maybe I need to like fade out over here so that there's less of a implication kind of that it looks like it's on the ground. I don't know. Like a smoother transition between the dark and the light water. I need to make it more shiny. Okay, so I gotta write these down. Where's my pen? Just try enough to write on. And the pen's dead. Okay, so octopus is no shot. That's how you. Yeah, yeah. That's how you revive. Well, only if the tip is like clogged, because it's. Yeah, it's heat, right? It's gonna do that. Shiny skin. Fucking spell right. How do you spell shiny? Am I fucking? Am I that dumb? I'm not stupid. Oh, I spelled it right the first time. It just looked weird. Shiny skin. I spelled it right the first time and then scratched it out. Shiny skin. Purple pattern. Rings. Uh, luminous. What else do we have? Bubbles. Hello, Demazin 33. How you doing? We're wrapping up actually, so Bubbles, blend background, uh, enhance light slash add God rays. That's what those the lights that come down from the sky and stuff are called. Oh yeah, and have octopus eyes. It's gonna look so cool. Yeah, yeah. Blend background. Um, make below octopus darker slash more purple. And now for this one, uh, let's just call it Weeping Angel. Uh, okay, so finish feathering wing, darken background, because it's kind of gray, right? So, um, it's a very interesting angle for the wing there. It's not finished yet, so it's actually not going that way. It's supposed to just like come down, basically. So we have the rest of here to feather. Enhance hair. Mm. For the expression, do you think I should try to describe the eyes at all, or just have it bleed a little bit more? I think I'll just deepen shadows in general for everything. Like all the shadows here and here and here, behind him here, and then maybe down here I'll darken it all up. Yeah, I'll have to darken here too, right? So um rim light. Maybe that will make it look a little interesting. Rim light is basically a white outline, but only where the light is actually coming from. So if the light was coming from here, the rim light would outline this part of the wing, a little bit here, not much, and then this part of here. And it would divide the wing from the guy, so it's like he's closer, and then the wing is behind. Stuff like that. So rim light. But I'm not sure if that's how I'm gonna do it. Maybe if I do it this way, um, I don't know. We'll see. Anything I could add to it? Maybe we'll know later, but right now that's all I got. So, well, that one wasn't used. This is what we have to do for Octopus, for Octavia, and that's what we have to do for the Angel. Wait. The arm looks like it got cut off, and it's like bleeding. I could technically keep it like that. That might be interesting. I guess that's something for us to think about later, though. So I'll just make note about it. Arm. Oh, cool, it sticks. But yeah, I'm not gonna rate anyone. A lot of people here probably are gonna go to sleep anyways, so um guess I'll just thank you guys for watching. And we'll probably work on something else tomorrow, and then we'll finish these up uh by the end of the week at least. So yep, thanks for watching. Bye bye, have a good night. Hell yeah, have a good sleep, rest. Even though you have to go to school tomorrow, hopefully you feel better.